years since I last saw my lord husband, Maester. I must know. Will he live?
Corliss? Oh no.
Let all be made ready to receive him, Maester Calvin.
It's crazy. Not seeing your spouse in 6 years.
And yet I have seen blood fever. Some men half his age.
I will not suffer the talk of crows in my house, Faemond.
But we must be honest with ourselves. We may greet his ship to find him gone. And who will take the driftwood throne?
To Lucerys Velaryon, as is my lord husband's desire.
I am the sea snake's own blood.
It's not about you, bro.
Be careful, good brother. None can take your words for treason.
But what of the Velaryon line? Is it to be snuffed out?
Do you even have any kids?
Supplanted by the pups of House Strong. Driftmark is mine.
Treason.
My cousin the king would have your tongue for this.
But it's not a king who sits the Iron Throne these days, good sister. It's a queen.
He's still alive. That's crazy. Is she? Let me make certain before I speak. Okay, she is pregnant again. I was like, I couldn't tell, like, the angle that she was walking. Like, it didn't look like she was pregnant, but I didn't want to say that she was pregnant. Like, you know? Like, it was just very trippy, the way that it was shot.
Perhaps that's enough for this morning.
No, I want to keep going.
Don't expect you to learn High Valyrian in a day, Jace.
A king should honor the traditions of his forebears.
Why hasn't he been learning it since he was a child?
If you're planning to depose your own mother, you have plenty of time to study.
That's not the point, though, right here. Like, let him, like, if he's taking an interest in it, he should be allowed to, you know, go ahead and practice as much as he wants to. But I don't see why he just now started practicing, because she said you won't learn it in a day.
Those vipers rule in my father's name. And my father...
If you know that they're ruling in your father's name, why haven't you gone back to King's Landing yet? Because that was the whole thing when she was with, like, that was the whole thing, because even Laenor said, the reason that we're at King's Landing is because you said if we leave, the queen will begin to whisper in the king's ear, and you're here to, you know, make sure that doesn't happen. And she left because, you know, everyone was talking about how her sons were illegitimate. But now that you've married Daemon, you could have moved back, what, 6 years ago? At this point, that doesn't change the fact about your sons, but still, no one would be bothering you all the time. Except for Kristen Cole, of course. He'd still be messing with her kids in training. What, don't even recognize the place? Oh, there's no one there to greet him. Yeah, seems about right. The High Towers are petty. But then again, Daemon would do the same thing as well.
I would say it's nice to be home, but I scarcely recognize it.
Did there used to be like a Targaryen symbol there, where that 6-pointed star was? Because I was thinking, I was like, I don't remember though.
His contingent on the Harbour Masters.
Yeah, she definitely put that star there.
It was my understanding Lord Corliss wished for his grandson, Lucerys, to succeed him as Lord of the Tides.
The boy has been raised most of his life away from Driftmark. He can fly a dragon, yes, but can he command a fleet?
He is Laenor's son. What grounds could there be
What
for...
indeed, Lord Beesbury? What indeed?
Yeah, this entire small council, aside from Lord Beesbury, yeah, this would be interesting. Oh, and the mace. Is that the new Grand Maester?
Your Grace, a matter has arisen that requires your attention.
Whatever it is, Sir Eric, you need to wait.
I'm Eric.
Sir Eric and Eric?
Of course. My
Yeah.
apologies, sir.
It's about the prince. There's been a delicate situation in his apartments.
Which prince? What happened? Oh, that's sad to see all the cobwebs on that. He used to work on that like every day. I hope they preserve that. It's really cool, actually. Jeez, you're hanging on by a thread, aren't you? Like literally hanging on by a thread. That's crazy.
Listen to Notto. See to all that business now.
No, brother, listen to me.
That's the thing, like, if he's bedridden like that, they should just... I feel the same with, like, the old King Jaehaerys. Like, whenever they get to be that old, where they can't even function, instead of passing it off to your hand, like you should just go ahead and have the heir of the Iron, have the heir of the Iron Throne go ahead and ascend. Like if you're better than him, you're like, oh yeah, let them handle it. Like you might as well. Like for him having to die doesn't really make sense to me.
Who is that?
Father, this is Aegon, and this is Viserys.
That's sweet.
Now that is a name fit for a king.
That kid's looking at him like, I'm good. I don't want to touch him.
My tea.
Tea. This?
Yes.
That was yeah, that's some strong tea. Very strong tea. What happened to you? Oh, wait.
I brought
Were you
here
found with the
immediately.
king or the prince?
She's seen no one else, Your Grace.
She's so scared.
It's Diana, Your Grace. If it please you.
What are you gonna do? Change your name?
I was fetching the prince's wine and I put it on his table. And when I turned, I didn't see him. I asked him to stop, Your Grace.
Oh no.
You must believe me.
That girl is terrified. Your son is your child is a POS. Like honestly, the fact that I already know I know it's Aegon, and the fact that you want him on the throne is actually sickening.
I know it wasn't your fault. I believe you. And no one else saw what happened between the two of you. If anyone else were to hear about this.
I haven't told anyone.
You told Sir Eric and Talia and now me.
I don't know if she's being sincere or she's about to say like, oh, you're about to be
that might have
beheaded.
enticed him in the first place.
That's uncalled for.
And you know what happens to girls like that.
I wasn't doing anything another word to anyone, Your Grace.
Interesting. Do you swear on that?
I know you won't.
Are you about to kill this girl? I'm about to say it, because if you are, then you've gone off the deep end.
For your troubles.
Hush money? Allison. Dude, you're pathetic.
The tea, Your Grace.
Oh, yeah. The same one they gave Rhaenyra.
It's best to be certain.
I wonder, she's so calm about it. I wonder how many times Allison has done this, has had to do this, because her son is a trash human being, needs to be put down. Like, this is really who you want to rule the Seven Kingdoms? Like, come on, Allison.
Aegon!
Okay, she was being sincere. At least she's trying to reprimand. I didn't need to see that.
What is it? What is it? That's all you can say for yourself.
Something happened.
Diana.
He doesn't even know her name.
The girl. Aegon, the one you sent fleeing from your company.
Oh, it was just harmless fun.
Harmless fun?
To go get upset about it.
How can you keep carrying on like this, especially on a day like today?
Why? What is it today?
You need to do that a couple more times. Honestly, that slap wasn't hard enough. That wasn't as big of a thud that there needed to be.
You are no son of mine.
Thank you. Need to say that more often. How did you raise such a terrible person?
I've done everything you've asked me to, and I try so hard, but it will never be enough for you or Father.
You have no pity.
Princess Rhaenyra and Prince Daemon.
Her face.
What can either of us know of ruling a kingdom?
I do not rule, as you well know.
Oh, yeah?
My father and I are mere stewards of the king's will and wisdom.
And how exactly is that wisdom expressed? In blinks and wheezes?
Blinks and wheezes.
It subjects him to considerable pain on the advice of the maesters.
Oh, the maesters, of course. It is they who keep...
I like how they're like double teaming her. That's why you guys need to move back.
Did the maesters
like,
also
honestly.
prescribe the removal of Targaryen heraldry and the installation in its stead of various statues and stars?
Yeah, no, we need to do something. Sir Eric and Eric.
No one would question me being heir to Driftmark.
Was that Kristen behind them? That has to be Christian behind that. I'm pretty sure. Oh, is that? Okay, I saw like the back of the eye patch. This man is dangerous. He's like, oh yeah, you did that. You did that. You're getting slow in your old age, Kristen.
I don't give a shit about Tawnies. Nephews? Have you come to train?
Honestly, if they're looking that terrified, Luke and Jace, they probably need some more training. They looked very scared of him. You see the welcoming that he got versus the welcoming that Rhaenyra and Daemon got. We see your games, High Towers. We see it, and we raise you a dance.
We must, of course, act in the interest of our subjects.
I mean, yes, they should, but that's not what they're doing right now, though.
Grandmother?
Rhaena.
Might I speak to the princess alone, Rhaena? It is a trap. Set by the Queen in the Hand, I'd wager, to proclaim my son illegitimate.
Yet you did worse than that with Laenor.
Honestly, at this point, you should probably just tell her he's not dead. That'll probably save you some trouble in the long run.
I did not order his death. Nor was I complicit in it, I swear this to you.
It's honestly, like, instead of dancing around it, you should probably just tell her that he's alive somewhere.
Rhaena will rule in Driftmark, and the seat will pass to her and Lucerys' children in time.
A generous offer. Or a desperate one.
What does it matter?
Yeah, it's all the same.
You can bargain with me all you like. Bring my granddaughter with you to soften my resolve. But tomorrow the High Towers land their first blow.
I didn't even catch that. That was really good of Rhaenys. Be like, yeah, you brought my granddaughter and had her speak first to soften me up.
I shouldn't.
No, it's Rhaenyra, Father.
This dude's like a walking zombie. Oh, never mind, I take that back. He's not walking.
You told me it was our duty to hold the realm united against a common foe. By naming me heir, you divided the realm. If you wish me to bear it, then defend me. And my children.
This shot right here, I'm thinking, I feel like someone's about to grab her on the shoulder from behind. Like in a horror movie.
I want to have supper, Otto. It is the morning, Your Grace. Tonight.
That's funny. He's like, it's breakfast time right now.
I want us to dine together.
Yeah, because that'll go great.
Oh.
It sucks that all he wanted was peace between his family. You notice how they're like not showing us his body? He's so thin now. I was gonna talk about what a good job like the CGI and the effects were doing, you know, because they were kind of keeping it at a distance, you know, like not really in focus. But now they kind of have his torso in the whole shot, so I can no longer say that.
As hand, I speak with the king's voice on this and all other matters.
That's who needs to get cut while sitting on the throne.
I am Lord Corlys' closest kin, his own blood. The true, unimpeachable blood of House Velaryon runs through my veins.
As it does in my sons, the offspring of Laenor Velaryon.
Are you allowed to speak, or are we taking turns?
No, you only speak for yourself and for your own ambition.
You'll have chance to make your own petition, Princess Rhaenyra. Do so
Yeah,
knowing the courtesy of
like,
allowing his to be heard.
Yeah, there's nothing really you can say about that.
Princess Rhaenyra, you may now speak for your
Aegon.
son, Lucerys Velaryon.
Aegon would rather be doing anything else.
We'll start by reminding the court that nearly 20 years ago in this very...
Speaking of 20 years ago, in this very court...
King Viserys of House Targaryen!
That's cool. I figured he was going to show up when he wouldn't take his milk of the poppy in the morning.
Lord of the Seven Kingdoms and protector of the realm.
Yeah, get out of his seat. He probably needed like a Like the things that Zuko used to ride around in Zuko and Azula, like the Palin King or whatever, where you just sit down and they walk you around. Yeah, no, don't look at Otto now. It's over for you. Your plan has failed. The look of fear in his eyes when he turned and looked at Otto. Yeah, he heard you, Rhaenyra. That's awesome. This is a really good scene. Can someone help him?
I will sit the throne today.
Honestly, Otto should get fired again. Just because.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Okay, never mind. Finally someone came to help him. But he's like, I'm already here now. There's no point. Oh, you're crying.
I said I'm fine.
Oh, sweet. I wonder what Viserys would look like if he didn't get sick. It looks like Daemon and Viserys were born like 50 years apart. Viserys looks old enough to be Daemon's dad. That's crazy. He's an aged a day since the beginning of this show.
I must admit my confusion.
Might want to catch your breath first.
I do not understand.
You see how Alicent's looking down? She won't even look at him.
The only one present who might offer keener insight into Lord Corlys's wishes is the Princess Rhaenys.
Well, she's gonna back Rhaenyra. She has to back Rhaenyra, like there's no way.
My husband's will that Driftmark pass through Selenor to his true-born son, Lucerys Velaryon.
Alright, there we go. But that's really not even surprising, because she was defending him at the beginning of the episode, too.
Agree.
Well,
someone
the
play the
matter
Mr. Krabs
settled. Again.
Again.
Yet you dare tell me who deserves to inherit the name Velaryon?
He's like about to erupt.
You may run your house as you see fit, but you will not decide the future of mine.
Well, what are you gonna do about it?
My house survived the doom, and a
So did
thousand
theirs.
tribulations besides. And
So did theirs.
I will not see it ended on the account of this.
Say it. He's like, please say it. But your line wouldn't even end because of Bela and Rhaena. Bela and Rhaena. Oh, he's gonna do it.
Bastards!
Oh, he put some bass in his voice too.
And she is a whore.
The gasp in the back. That was good. I wasn't expecting that.
He can keep his tongue.
Disarm him!
Oh, shut up, Otto. Amen. Well, that's settled. I think in the book, though, they did just cut out. I think Daemon just cut out his tongue, if I'm remembering correctly.
The stranger has visited me more times than I can count, Grand Maester.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, she's seen a lot of death in her life. That's crazy. Her father, both her children. I mean, that's her brother-in-law, but still. Yeah, Rhaenys has been through. I forgot how her mother passed. I'm not sure if they said it in the book or not. Her dad passed away because somebody was aiming it was either a bow and arrow or a crossbow, and they were trying to kill the guy that her father was talking to, but the crossbow missed and ended up hitting her father through the neck. It's pretty brutal, and it was not intentional either. So it sucks. But hey, it's war, you know. Stuff happens. See, this is what I was literally saying this is what he should have been using.
Together.
Why is Otto there? I'm being so for real. Sure, he's Alicent's father, but still.
May the Smith mend the bonds that have been broken for far too long. And to Vaemon Velaryon, may the gods give him rest.
Damon's like, is she for real right now?
This is an occasion for celebration, it seems. My grandsons, Jace and Luke, will marry their cousins, Baela and Rhaena, further strengthening the bond between our houses and their betrothed.
Here, here.
Well done, Jace. You'll finally get the
It's always. Oh wow. See, everyone's all supportive of each other.
Do you know how the act is done? I assume. At least in principle. Where to put your cock and all that.
Let it be, cousin.
You can play the jester if you wish, but hold your tongue before my betrothed.
Respect. I'll let him just say whatever around your girl. After all that work they did to push you in up against the table.
It both gladdens my heart and fills me with sorrow. Yet grown so distant from each other in the years past.
Yeah, it would suck. Like if you're like a father and like just none of your children get along, basically. Oh wow. Yeah, I want to see what this looks like. His eye is gone. Gee, that looked really good. Like I mean, really good. Aegon's so annoying.
He's no longer a handsome one.
Hey, at least he can joke about it.
If indeed it ever was.
Oh, you can see in his. I don't know why I moved. Like you can see through his cheek.
I regret the disappointment you assumed to
This dude, like honestly.
But
did you hear nothing of what was just said?
Jace.
Aemon just wants to fight. He's ready.
to you as well.
I like how he keeps punching him on the shoulder.
Beware the beast beneath the boards.
Beware the beast beneath the boards.
They'll be married soon.
Okay.
It isn't so bad. Mostly he just ignores you. Except sometimes when he's drunk.
Yeah, Allison, that's a great son you raised there. I feel so bad for her. Oh, I thought he was about to. I was like, come on, guys. At least make some kind of peace. That's cool. He just asked for a dance now. So depending on how you. Okay. Well, they're just like goofing off now. I was about to say, depending on how you look at it, it could have been very disrespectful. But it's Aegon. I don't think he really cares. I don't like seeing Otto having fun. It just doesn't sit right with me. What could have been? Like them being best friends when they were younger. Like this literally could have been their life if it wasn't for, you know, everyone trying to get ahead. Literally the Game of Thrones. I don't like to see him smile. I really don't. What?
Final
What's happening?
tribute. Each of them handsome, wise.
Allison, she's like, don't do it. Don't do it.
Let us drain our cups to these three strong boys.
I dare you to say that again.
Why? It was only a compliment. Do you not think yourself
Say it
strong?
again. Say that. Like, he took that. Aim. Yeah, that didn't even phase him. You didn't phase him at all.
Wait! Wait!
Damn it.
Go to your quarters. All of you go, now.
Oh, is he gonna say something to him? He's so pleased. I love Damon's my favorite. Just for his expressions alone. Like he doesn't have to speak.
You've only just arrived.
Oh, they're like actually trying to be friends again. You see how shocked I am? I was like, oh wait, they're actually trying.
I'll, return on Dragonback.
The king and I would both like that.
It's so weird, like how close they were growing up, and it's almost like they're strangers now, trying to get to know each other. I don't know why they need to leave though. They could just stay there. They used to live there. Well, her and Laenor used to live there. Rhaenyra and Laenor. I don't like being able to see through his cheek.
I'm sorry. I believe it to be true. Oh, don't you remember? Aegon.
Oh, about the dream.
What he saw in the north. The prince that was promised.
I don't understand this house.
The prince.
Prince Aegon.
No, not Prince Aegon.
The realm. Against the cold. In the dark. You must do
Okay, so I'm gonna say something, right? Because we all know where this is going. Out of everything he just said, how do you get, like, how Alicent interprets that? Yeah. Anyway, how she took that to understand, like, it doesn't make sense. Like, if someone were to tell you that, how do you think, oh yeah, this person should be king? That's what he's saying.
I understand, my king.
No, you don't. You have no idea what's going on. Heard what you wanted to hear, and now you're gonna run with it. At least you got to see his family together. Like, actually trying to get along before he left. Alright, so that's it for this episode of House of the Dragon. And so, yeah, like, that last scene right there with Alicent and Viserys, it's like, what did he say exactly? He said, you asked if I believe it to be true, the Song of Ice and Fire, the prince that was promised. And then he said, it's you. Like, I believe it's you. How do you take that and be like, oh yeah, he wants Aegon to be king? Like, and I'm sure Viserys said Aegon, but at no point did he was, and that's another thing too, why they were like drugging him on Milk of the Poppy. It's like, he's conscious enough to say, you know, do I believe it to be true? Like, I believe that it's, you know, I think it's you or whatever. And how you take that and interpret it to be, oh yeah, he wants Aegon to be the king. Like, that's purely her hearing what she wanted to hear. Like, I know you could run this scenario like 100 times, like 100 different people, and I don't think anybody else would take that to mean, oh yeah, he wants Aegon to be king. So no, that's just doesn't make any sense. But yeah, it was actually cool seeing them, you know, all get to be together and be a family for once. Even if I'm glad they had him leave the room, or he like felt pain, so they made him leave the room before, you know, they sent in a pig. That's what it was, because the pink dread or whatever, whenever they pranked him with a pig when they were younger. So yeah, that's what set off Aemond. But I'm glad he wasn't there to see that. Like, his final time seeing his whole family was everyone drinking and dancing. So yeah, so Rhaenyra and them should not leave. they can't be gone yet, I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't think they sailed off that night. Like, literally, if they would have stayed like another 2 hours, you know. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes from here. And I really do like the change with Alicent and Rhaenyra being friends, because it makes all these moments with them together like so much more emotional, like so much more, like, it matters. And yeah, exactly what I said. It really feels like, you know, they used to be best of friends, and then they like lost contact with each other for 10 years, and now they're like reconnecting. Like, that's what that scene felt like to me. You know, they're trying to be friends again, and they used to be best friends, but they don't know where to start. Man, it could have, their life could have been so great together. Like, just that vision, or not even the vision, just that visual of all them, you know, all having fun together. They could have had a great life, but unfortunately it didn't end up that way. So, except for Otto, like, every time I saw him smiling and clapping, like, it enraged me. Like, I did not like seeing him happy. I don't know. I don't know. Who's to say? I don't know why. It just made me mad. But yeah, so other than that, that's it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time.